We're live. Hello and welcome to Trains and Viatic. And if you read the description, you'll know that Mum isn't watching today because she's here with me.
Hi everyone.
So can everyone just check that Mum, if I can hear Mum? Mum, if
Hello
you want
again.
to
I thought Richard asked me to help today, so I thought I would. Can everybody hear me okay?
It looked like you should be able to, so I'll just give her a little bit more volume. So hiya Reef Rail, which I saw your name, I can't remember what it is. Hiya Dave, hiya Anthony, hiya Carl, hiya Hypnobest, you're new, hiya Chris, so hiya everybody.
And hello to Bang and to David Cook and Chris and
Anthony
and Anthony and everybody else. Thank you. I'll tell you what, it was really nice seeing that video at the beginning with that they sent from Tayak. I think it shows that it's a very happy place. The lady dancing around in her evening dress, she just went for treatment and she thought, why not wear a dress? She didn't have another opportunity to wear it. And the centre, Tayak, the Teenage and Young Adult Cancer Centre, is so different to a normal hospital ward. Sam felt really safe there. His treatment would sometimes last 6 or 8 hours, but he'd be quite happy left on his own. So it was a small number of staff, and he knew if there were any issues, he just had to call and they come running. It wasn't a case of buzzing a bell. And they did social activities as well. They'd go out for a meal, they'd go go-karting, and he'd just be with people in the same situation as him. And what is helpful for a lot of the people there, although it didn't work with Sam, there were so many people there in remission. And it's just a happy place. But that's not why we're here today. I think we're here to help Richard with his model making.
So, yep. Hiya Jackie, hiya Lee, hiya New Fern Railroad, and hiya to anybody else I have missed, and hiya Kieran, who is J94. So, the first thing we've got to do is remind you of a question. So, Mum, what's the question to win the prize?
The question is, what object or item helps the three wise men find their way to Jesus in the manger at Bethlehem?
So that's a question which you need to send me an email at trainsandviatic at virginmedia.com, and you have a chance of winning one of our lovely prizes. So we all know that ginormous advent calendar, which unfortunately is UK only, so that's why I needed to say what the answer is. So, but the prizes which are worldwide, we start off with this lovely wagon. Actually, I'll swap to this camera, then I can show you. So we got this lovely wagon from Hornby. We then have the lovely pen from Hornby, and the lovely badge from Hornby. Then we have the 2 bits from Train Tech, and then we have a few Metcalfe models I bought. So we got the pavilion, we got the greenhouse, which I hope I win. Am I allowed to enter, Mum?
Only if you know the answer.
And then you got the fountain, and don't worry, I won't enter, I'll let everybody else too. So a big thank you to Notch for their lovely advent calendar, a big thank you to Train Tech, and a big thank you to Hornby, and also a big thank you to my friends at Alton Models for managing to get me this kit in time. So what we need to do now is see who we got hiding under door number 5. So who can see door number 5, and who do people think we having under door number 5?
I think you've got a baby in a pram.
I reckon I got a drunk man. Reef Rail say a woman. Bear Line Shepherd Price hire. I don't think I've seen you before. A man with umbrella, a vicar. Okay, let's see what we got. So door number 5. And we got a lady.
Oh,
So
nice
I'll
bright
shop
colours.
to that.
Nice bright colours. Sort of thing I might wear.
Yeah, she got a little bag and a handbag, so she could be a doctor. What do you think there, Mum?
She could be someone working in an office with her briefcase and a handbag.
Could be a shop work or some kind.
She could be if she's working in the offices behind the scenes. I don't think she's probably not a vicar. I can't see the dog collar. And yes, I do agree it does look a bit like Audrey Hepburn.
So, put that safe till tomorrow. And go onto the PC screen, and Mum will be watching a chat for a moment. So, have that came up? Yep.
Yep, that's come up. We've got the castles on here.
So here we are with the instructions. So we've done that one and that one. So we've got the entrance, which is this bit here with the wall. There we've got the exit. And then the reason that we've got Mum here today, we got this grey tower to make. There's 2 of those. And I thought, I feel like some entertainment. I'll go and ask Mum to lend me a hand.
Yeah, he's going to laugh at me when I make mistakes.
So what I do is I'll make the first one and she'll make the second one. And while we're here, the Trains Inviated tie-up fundraising page, the link to it is in the description of the stream. And so far we have made £41.
That's good.
We got Aaron Perez, we got Anthony, and we got Marvin. So thank you, everybody. So let's go onto a camera, then I can see what's happening in chat.
Hi, Jackie. I am fine. You can call me Angela. It's nice to be up here rather than downstairs, just giving Richard extra viewed minutes.
So, first is saying we need to find the grey sheet. I think that looked like a grey sheet. Do you agree that looked like a grey sheet?
I think so. The shapes look the same. And yes, Roof Railways, I do agree. There are no mistakes, just happy accidents.
So...
Hi, Bear Lane, Stephen Price.
Cut that across.
I was saying to Richard earlier, going back to Tyack, one thing I do miss is in December, the families of patients and ex-patients are invited in to help decorate their Christmas tree. And they lay on sort of sandwiches and crisps, just a few nibbles. And it was nice for me to go in and see the people that were treating Sam, were friends with Sam on the staff side, and then also the people that he got friendly with, the people that were either still having treatment or were in remission. And it was just nice. I could also meet parents of the other patients there. And it's so sad this year that with COVID, we can't actually do that.
So what I've just done on this is there's 2 little holes which you just push out. Then all the other holes, let me drop to that camera. All these other holes will fold one way or another. So that goes like that. That goes like that. That one goes like that, and those 2 go down. So we then have a frame like that.
Okay, that doesn't look too difficult. I'm assuming the top and bottom fold in or out to stick onto something.
Yeah, those all stick together. So, cheers.
Oh, Dave Cook. Hopefully she's in remission now. So you know what it's like, all the treatment going on for weeks and not knowing what's going to happen.
And one of the things I loved about the people at Tyack, I'm still in contact with some of them, even though I was Sam's brother.
They used to have Christmas parties every year, and Sam would take Richard as his guest.
As when I was at work, Sam was always my brother, so it was nice of me being his brother.
As a guest.
Yes, I need to put the correct camera. Am I camera 1? There we go, back to camera 1.
Now he's going to be expecting me to control the cameras as well, but I think he said he can do it from over here.
So, yeah, I chose Tyack because they took Sam out of the shell.
Yes, because Sam was never one to socialise. He was very much a loner almost, but he never liked being in a large crowd, and because there'd only be a few people, maybe I think probably up to 20 people, but he knew everybody, so he was quite happy going and joining in the activities.
As he really got on with one of the other patients who didn't last long after him, Sarah. They were real troublemaker. Sarah was such a lovely person.
She was, and her and I met once, and she'd been to Santorini, and that's somewhere I'd always wanted to go to, and we were actually going to stop there on a cruise. So I asked where I should go to, and she suggested Ia, which is the place with all the blue domes, and I gave her some information about something she wanted to know.
All the people out there suffering at the moment, or who have suffered, my thoughts are with you, as I know being the one looking after the person suffering can be quite hard.
But Sam was so impressed with Tyack, in his will he left some money for them to go towards a social event, which was really nice. And we were told he'd always be the first person to greet a new patient. If he turned up and there was someone he didn't know, he'd always go and introduce himself. So what we're doing is we spoke to the staff there, and we decided a welcome pack or goodie bag or chemo bag would be nice. And what we've bought is some little cotton backpacks with drawstrings, like an old-fashioned shoe bag, and we just put a few things in it. We put in some mints to cope with nausea, some lip balm to cope with dried lips. We put in adult colouring book and crayons just for relaxation. We put in an insulated mug because Sam always used to get stuff from Costa's that was downstairs at the hospital, and someone said it's always cold when people drink it, so we got an insulated mug as well. And we also put in a Costa's voucher, because Costa's and a mug from Costa's was always something Sam had when he went down there for treatment.
Yeah, he would end up with 3 or 4 of them, I've been told.
Yes, he would. He would.
So
David, we're not amazing. We're just dealing with life the best way we can.
So it's now time for me and Mum to swap about, so I'll take my headphones off.
I'll try not to strangle him.
So
which way are you going?
I'm going to push backwards. I can then take this over here.
I'll give you that. I've just given him his iPad so he can see the messages. Now I'm trying to squeeze in, not tangle myself on anything. Right, I'm here. Do these just push out, or do I have to cut them?
No, you need to cut along the top and make sure that you can see it in that camera there.
So I need to come forward. Okay, so I just cut down here. Ooh, that was easy.
And if you want a ruler, I can give you a ruler.
I might need a ruler.
It's nice to have so many people in here today.
Yeah, I think I need a ruler.
Or do you want me to quickly
I've got
cut
a ruler.
it? Oh, that's a long ruler.
Got a short ruler.
Yeah.
Thank
okay.
you. You see, I'm not used to doing this. Richard's the expert at this. I'm just a little helper. Not a little, well, little helper, no, I'm big helper. Because little helper helped a while back.
Yeah, to be fair, it's good you got out of a hospital, and at the moment it must be really horrible being stuck with just a room and a bathroom. So
That wasn't hard enough.
just keep on pushing.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
You need to put quite a bit of weight on it.
Okay. See, I said I'm not as good at this as Richard is. Mind you, how many of these models has he done?
I've lost count, so
Yeah.
you can try on that one. You saw how hard I had to push for
You've
it.
had to press very hard. You see, the nearest I come to artistic is cross stitch. This year I made gift tags for the granddaughter's Christmas presents.
I take it you mean a little helper.
Little helper.
Yeah, she's good. We get to see them on the 23rd. So.
Oh, it's going to be lovely going up to see them. It's going to be a long drive. Sort of, we'll be spending 6 hours in the car just to spend a little while with them. But we haven't seen them since September. So little helper and little helper's sister.
I'm really looking forward to seeing them. And that's one of our main reasons for the move.
Yeah, we want to be a lot nearer to them. So if necessary, if we have another lockdown, all we have to do is just, and you can't see me in the mirror, in the camera, is just we can wave to each other through the window. And we're going to be getting up about 5 o'clock in the morning. Right, so 2 bits press out. That's that bit and
That one.
far enough forward. There. Sorry, you've just been looking to bed thing and not been able to see what I've been doing. So that bit goes down. Actually, that goes up. I think that looks like a door. That goes back there. That goes back there. That goes there. That goes there. That'll go there. Okay, I see what I'm doing.
Thank you, Jackie. I'm sorry to hear your loss. What we found the best thing was to look at the good things. I would do that first.
Well, what does it do? Just go up?
Yep.
Up on itself like that?
Yep. Bit more glue.
Bit more glue.
So,
Oh yeah, I see now. And now just put a bit of glue on here. Hope I'm doing this right.
So Anthony, do you think your grandchild's going to be born on Christmas Day?
Oh, 1 to 2 weeks. Oh, it's lovely. I can't say what it's like to be a grandpa, but it's lovely to be a granny. You can give them back.
Yeah, it's nice being uncle, being able to spoil them.
Yes, that's nice. So although we've sent their Christmas presents up, I hope they're not listening. They shouldn't be at this time of night, but we're going to take a couple of surprises up for them.
You'll need to use these, and you saw how those were used to hold that in place. Oh, you need to put a line of glue along there.
Along where?
Along the bottom.
Along the bottom?
Yeah, so roughly along there.
Okay.
And along there. So David said, please hit the like button. Yep, everyone please hit the like button. And no, they will induce on the 18th. Doctors have not set a no for induce
Round
for
there
18th.
like that?
No, just a straight line along there.
Along there?
Yep.
Okay. And the same up the top?
Yep.
Well, if this works, let's go there.
All the way along like.
All the way along like that.
No.
Okay. Shows how much attention I pay to when Richard's making things, doesn't it? I watch his videos.
But if you were to give me a cross stitch, I wouldn't know how to start. It's all about what hobbies you know.
Anthony, are you going to, is it a boy or a girl, or don't you know yet?
I know Anthony said what it was, and you got it before me. Now, my daughter and son-in-law have not set to her first name. It's a boy.
It's a boy. Oh, that'll be lovely. Boy, do you have any boys, Anthony? Obviously, you say you've got a daughter there. Boys are lovely. Well, so are girls. I can't really show a preference, having had 2 boys and a girl.
And just think, your family will be off your back for being the last of a bloodline.
How's that? I think that's all stuck together.
Yep. So we just leave that to set.
Leave that to set. There we are.
So Anthony have 2 daughters and 1 son. Yeah, he'll be born and put straight into the 5-inch cage train.
Oh, yeah, I can just see that.
32, 28 and 25.
Okay, well,
so,
I've got Susan is 38, Richard is 37, and Sam is forever 28. So...
But that's about the same sort of gapping as you. No,
It is very similar. Very similar, 2 close together and then another gap. I must have enjoyed doing that model. I don't know if Richard's going to trust me again.
I'm not sure. I might go and bring you in again. So, do people think we should do the next bit, or shall we just sit here chatting for a little bit longer?
But I don't mind. I'm quite happy chatting.
Shall we go and put on for the tie-up thing?
Yes.
And we can actually talk about what we're seeing. So,
these are 3 of the staff. These are patients turning up. And you can see Claire, one of the nurses in the background here. She's the one with the apron. This is the same girl.
They were having to do for things outside because of COVID restrictions.
This is they have a chill out room. And this is where I said you can see how happy they are. Just everyone doing the Macarena. I'd love to have seen that. I said, it's just a happy place because Sam's treatment was shared between here and I think if I said a world famous cancer centre in London, but he never felt at ease there when we left him. He was, because his cancer was a childhood cancer normally diagnosed by the age of 7. None of the adult oncologists had ever dealt with it, so he was dealt with by a paediatrician and was in the paediatric session. And he'd take his DVDs along to watch or games to play. That looked like Kate. And he'd worry about people coming round and having a look in case he was doing an 18 and they weren't old enough to watch it. But here, it didn't matter. I say everyone's smiling here. And that looks like they were going to a karaoke night.
And the hospital we went to, I saw the saddest thing ever. A young little child who worked out, he had some sort of cancer, and he worked out that when you touch his line, it hurt. That just really touched me, that such a young child already worked that out. But it's always lovely to see when people see what's it's always lovely to see when people survive. So, the next question is, am I going to do the next instruction, or is Mum going to do the next instruction?
Well, it depends what the next instruction is.
So,
right.
Let me just go and press a PC button.
Is it easy or not? So,
you lot should be able to see what's on here. So, we've got 3 bits to stick together.
Town inner walls.
So, Ben,
no, I'm going to let Richard do this.
But Ben got the junction, so Mum should.
Oh, all right. What do I have to do?
So we got, it's part 10, and we got to find several bits.
Sheet B.
So let me go back to camera, and then I can get rid of that, and we can see what's happening in chat. So for voters to get Mum to do it. Okay. So let's find sheet B. Which letters does it say?
We need L1, L2, L3. Inner wall, fix LT1 on top of all LT2, all edges flush. Okay. Yeah, that sort of makes sense.
Do you want a new blade in for scalpel? Do you reckon that will make cutting easier?
Oh, shall I just blame it on a dull scalpel? Yes, please. I'm just reading what it says. Fold back and glue it first. Okay, and fix 2 on top of this, 1 on top of that.
And the pink tab needs to stick out the back.
Yeah, but what do I does it go into there?
Eventually, yep.
But it says glue it first.
Yep. So, as everyone voted for Mum to do it, we got a nice sharp blade. And
here's the ruler.
Yep.
So I've got to cut.
It will be
where it says cut?
Along the top there, and then along there, and then little bits at the bottom.
Okay, let's see what I can do. Can you see me? No, not really. I can't get any closer. Right.
Okay, I'll swap to camera 2 so that we have a better view of Mum doing this. Sorry about the dodgy camera work.
It's almost all the way through.
Yeah, a bit of weight's needed on it.
I think a bit.
So we're letting Mum to cut this.
How's that? That's gone through. That's all right. That's okay because that's just a corner.
You got.
I need to do along the top.
Trying to keep Mum in view here.
It's nice to know you're all still watching me make an idiot of myself.
You should find out the knife just fall into the gap to be cut.
There.
Yep. Do you want me to cut that?
Yeah, I'll let you do the cutting.
Okay.
It'll be safer. Before you know it, Anne, you'll be building your own model railway. I did have a train set when I was little. My dad made it for me, an old, probably Triang. And it had a little controller on one side. I had a station and I had a tunnel and I could let the train go round. And then my husband had an N-gauge before we moved here, which I built some of the models. They're the plastic fallow ones. And I think I made some models, some of your plastic models, didn't I, Richard?
I know you painted some at least.
Yeah. And I'm sure when we eventually resurrect the garden railway, I'll be helping with that. It did actually get me to
So just
run a few trains on
trim
that. Trimming up where.
that. So maybe Mum will be doing cross stitch. Oh, I'm sad. Hi. Hi, Paul.
Right.
So
Hi, Paul. I'm his mum. So that's
get stuck on the back.
to where?
To just stick glue underneath it.
Just stick glue underneath it. Is that because it's going to go on?
Yeah, just stick glue.
Should I do
on
that
there.
last, actually, if this is the bottom one and everything goes on top of it?
Nope, because it will go and get stuck down otherwise.
There.
Yep. So
Okay.
and then I'll just spread that a bit.
Okay.
And then just push that in.
Fold it back on itself now.
Yep.
Completely.
Yep.
Like that.
And try to stand up the camera.
Like that.
Yep. And then we should have a clamp about.
A clamp. A clamp.
There's a clamp.
There's that.
So if you want to work more of that kind of area,
So
I'll do
this
that.
bit, all edges flush over there. Hang on, is that going to be the... Oh, that's a good way of doing it, isn't it? Just getting
Yep.
it quite flush.
So I'll stick that on there, then you'll be able to stick those two on there.
Okay.
And I'll show you the technique I'll use.
Yeah.
I'll just do a little bit, but you, like I said, don't really push, just a tiny bit
Just
of
let
pressure
it run up. Yeah.
along.
Down. Along. Okay.
There you go.
I saw you doing this the other evening.
So we're doing pretty well with this, and it's really nice to have so many people here
No, they're just staying on to make to see whether I make a complete pig's ear of it. So that goes on there, yeah.
Yep.
Goes on there, guessing it will.
And then if you turn it vertically and just tap it on the desk, that's good.
So that's all aligned. Can
Then
I clip that now?
Yep.
Be careful not to glue out into the areas around these two cutaway sections on the smaller side. Okay, so it's glue, glue, glue.
Just a little bit of gluing.
Little bit of gluing. Little bit of gluing.
You and Dad were moaning about my singing yesterday.
I wasn't moaning. You realise, Richard, I've completely missed Strictly because of this. I'll be able to catch up with it later, though. So then this goes on
top.
On top.
And then just line up the sides. We can then use the clamp on the pink bit. So like so. And then we can leave.
Hello, Paul Beadle.
We can now leave that for tomorrow and end the stream for today.
You've been sacked, Richard.
Yeah, I saw that.
No, I don't think so. Look, if Richard doesn't get me up again here before, I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And Anthony, I hope you have the most adorable grandson. You're going to have to let us know and what his name is. So, bye everyone.
So
Can you change to the other camera?
Yeah, that's what I have just done.
Okay.
So we're going to put it on that one, and we're both going to say
bye.
Goodbye. Thank you, everybody, and I'll be here at 8:30 tomorrow. See how well I can do without Mum. And thank you, everybody, for being here, and thank you to everybody who have donated and who will donate.
And if you don't worry, it doesn't matter.
So thank you all.